Thank you, Pierre-Etienne. Thank you all for sharing with us this outstanding session organized by the UIC Interfaces and Interaction between Infrastructure, Subsystem, and Rolling Stock, because this is a very long name, so we call it the TTI sector. The activities of the TTI sector are aimed at improving the operational, economic, and environmental efficiency of the railway system, as well as ensuring its safety and interoperability. Our goal is to help resolve points in interfaces and define train track operating conditions in especially aerodynamics, such as crosswinds, crossing effects between trains, or ballast pickup. Also, to solve wheel and rail interfaces, creating new frames or fatigue testing for infrastructure. And of course, the aspect we are discussing in this webinar, acoustics, focus on rolling aerodynamic noise and ground-borne vibration. In the TTI sector, we cover the main aspect of train track interaction, such railway dynamics and effects on forces and acceleration, on-site and on-board measuring techniques, monitoring infrastructure vehicle evolutions, and optimization of mechanical pantograph catenary interfaces. Next slide, please. To cover all these aspects, we have a permanent core group of experts who provides skills in cross-functional areas such as safety, technological advance, and cost efficiency. The group leads activities and defines the topics for which further research is to be conducted. Based on the identified needs, ad hoc subgroups are settled within the working groups, creating networks of recognized experts from each technical domain. In our networks, we have now 4 subgroups: pantograph catenary, railway dynamics and gauges, hyperloop activities, and of course, aerodynamics and acoustics, with 2 separated working groups, one for aerodynamic and another one for acoustic. Next slide, please. In this slide, you can see the UIC ongoing projects we are developing in the TTI sector. If you are interested in any of them or in any of the topics described by me, please contact me in the email address I will put right now in the chat box. To conclude, let me remark that yesterday, the European Commission shared with us the result of its noise study to address the future of the EU noise policy. The chosen scenarios of noise behavior were, among others, smooth track, smooth wheels, quiet vehicles, quiet tracks, barriers, traffic management, and urban planning. But the best benefit-cost ratio was obtained by a smooth track, smooth wheels, and even better when combined. To become a good neighbor, it is worth investing in this sector, in our TTI sector. The why and the who we want to railway become the best neighbor is outlined in our TTI strategy that David Mirayo is going to explain now. So thank you for your attention and keep in touch. Now I give the floor to David Mirayo. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mercedes. Thank you, Chairman. This is David Mirayo speaking, Infrastructure and TTI Senior Advisor at UIC. Just as a continuation of Christian, Pierre-Etienne, and Mercedes' speeches, I just wanted to say today, I wanted to add some few words, especially to create a link between TTI sector activities and working groups that have been already explained by my colleague Mercedes and the first speaker today. As said yesterday a few times, rail is widely acknowledged to be the transport mode with the lowest environmental impact. But it is true that noise and vibration caused by the interaction between the train and the track remains an important issue for the railway sector as a whole. And I must underline and repeat here, caused by the interaction between the train and the track. This is quite important today because that's today's webinar main point of view. Today, we won't be analyzing noise and vibration coming only from the rolling stock itself, parking or engine noise, for instance. We will be analyzing mainly noise and vibration caused by the physical interaction between the train and the track. But the track not only to be seen as rails only. When we say track, we say infrastructure as a whole. We should not forget, for instance, that one of the main contributors to the overall noise at high speed is the contact between the pantograph and the catenary. So to us, within this sector, within the PPI sector, once our last sector strategy was defined, you can see on the left side on your screen, where we set up our lines of work for the next years. The question was how to address the concerns about noise and how to provide roadmaps on this topic with a view to offering new solutions to our members. As you will know, there is now nowadays greater insight into the effects of noise and vibration emissions on local residents, and a growing pressure on railways companies to keep reducing emissions levels wherever feasible. So at the end, we realized that we were trying to give an answer indeed to the banner of this webinar, how railways become good neighbors. And there is only one way to become good neighbor, a quieter neighbor. I mean, as you can imagine, the answer is research and then standardization. This is the way. So as a first step, just like we did 2 years ago for the field of aerodynamics, we can publish last year the white paper on acoustics, as you can see on the right side now, which was drafted completely by the experts of the TTI subgroup for aerodynamics and acoustics over the last 2-3 years, during which they share all their knowledge, and which reflects the current situation and main issues, and provides information on proposal for technical projects to conduct research and devise solutions for railway companies, for our members, serving as a basis for future UIC research projects, as well as with the ongoing RNS project previously mentioned by Mercedes. So this white paper contains more than 100 references to previous and current research projects, becoming a must read in the world of acoustics nowadays. But it is true that it became evident during the process of drafting this document that the field of acoustics presents a significant challenge to global railway development. So big efforts still need to be made, to be done, to support the proposals put forward in this white paper, especially in order to prepare operational and technical subsystems, both infrastructure and rolling stock, for the new acoustic requirements in line with the European Commission's existing vision for the future of the railways. These efforts should complement the actions that have already been implemented, of course, as well as those currently underway within the context of international frameworks for research and innovation, such as Shift to Rail and other research and framework programs. And having said that, to start deepening the contents of the white paper on acoustics, next slide, please, Barbara. It is a pleasure to have here with us today its main author and coordinator, Baldric Foret, PhD in signaling processing and acoustic, who has been working since 2011 on the topic of noise and vibration in environment as project manager in SNCF Innovation and Research Department. He's one of the most active members of the UIC TTI working group on acoustics, member as well of the noise and vibration sector, and the underballot maths UVM working group. So, Baldric, if you are ready, you can open the first session today. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Pierre, sorry. Just one thing. Could the speakers maybe have headsets or headphones if they have, because the sound is improved. Sorry for that, but I think it could be better. I was advised by the technical team. Thank you very much. Sorry, Baldric, for